What's up, Rebels? So this is last week's training session from Friday. This is a full max out snatch and clean and jerk session from last week. Overall, very, very sore. I tried to take it easy last week, but I programmed way too much volume into last week, and it definitely took a toll on me. On top of that, obviously I have a massive amount of stress and anxiety regarding the gym and the business and this whole fucking corona thing, and we're basically shut down by the government for the whole month. So I'm super stressed out over that. In addition to all of that, I had a time constraint on this workout because of this virus. The grocery stores are all closing at 8 o'clock. So I would normally be finishing up my Friday workout around 8 o'clock. I know this is very late. It's usually rare that I can get everything that I need to get done on Fridays in a timely manner and then get to my workout by 3 o'clock, which is what I normally do before the 5:30 class. So I'm still working out, and Lindsay is like, you have a time limit. We have to be out of here by 7:30 in order to make it to the grocery store before 8 o'clock. So I wasn't super rushed, I just slightly rushed. Now, mind you, I literally started working out. I think I started warming up at like 5:30 or 6 o'clock, which sounds like a really long time. My warm-up is like almost half an hour. Between the bike and reverse hyper and glute warm up and hamstring warm up and back warm up and stretching, and then I have to get on a pipe and go through movements with the pipe, and then I get on the bar and go through movements with the bar. It's a very long warm up. So by the time I worked out, I looked at the clock and I was like, oh, I've got like an hour and a half. Not a problem. Of course, I maxed that time out. I could have gone a little bit quicker in my snatch session, and especially on my warm-ups for clean and jerk, but I wasn't really taking my time, but I had a decent amount of time in between lifts on my warm-up, and I probably just should have scrunched that section together just a little bit more, and I'd have been better on time. I was rushed on my last 3 lifts on clean and jerk, and that kind of took a toll on me. Overall, just my body, just head to toe. My schedule is messed up. I'm staying up too late, and while I'm able to sleep in the morning, things just aren't the same, and my body is not fully adjusted to this wacky schedule yet. So that definitely affected me. Food-wise, I think I was okay. Just overall, my body's just a bit fatigued, and I'm just super stressed and anxious. My back was not feeling good for this session at all. Once I got through snatch, I was like, okay, my back feels a little better. And then once I started into clean and jerk, my back just started to tighten up a bit on the jerk, and I just did not feel good. So of course, instead of playing it safe and going from 185 to 190 or 195, which is my PR, no, fuck that. We're gonna go for 200, a PR attempt. I barely even got it off the floor. I got it to second pull, but third pull was just shit. But my point is, I went for it. And the week before, I went for a snatch PR 175, which I've never done before. I've never even attempted it before. So I'm getting to that while I feel like my lifts are a little bit plateaued. At the same time, I think I found some holes in my programming as far as not putting enough time and effort into jerk training by itself, and not putting enough effort into pulls. So I'm not pulling enough, I'm not deadlifting at all. I'm just not doing enough clean pulls or snatch pulls. So I've started to add those back in. and I'm doing more jerk training just overall. I'm trying to separate my lifts just a little bit and not do, we were doing basically 3 days snatch and then clean and jerk. And of course the problem is when you do both lifts back to back, not double sessions like earlier in the day, later in the day, but when you do them back to back, they definitely, it takes a toll on you. And when you get to clean and jerk, you're just tired. So your clean and jerk's never going to progress because you're just not able to put max effort into your clean and jerk because you're worn out from snatch. So I definitely need to focus more on breaking these lifts up and working on my schedule as far as programming goes. And that's that. So of course I went for a PR attempt. It wasn't even close. I couldn't even clean it. I am pretty confident that on a good day without doing snatch first, I can definitely clean 200. I've cleaned 200 off of blocks before. I haven't done it off of the floor. But the point is, my old PR was 185 before the cycle I finished up in December. And then my new PR was 195 for clean and jerk. So I'm starting to be able to hit that 95, 100% mark. So I think I'm still improving. And I think as long as I can get my shit together as far as programming and I can get enough sleep and I can get the right food, and if I can program properly, then I think I can clean 200 for sure. I definitely need to work on the jerk. That is definitely my weak point. My weak point is definitely the jerk. Snatch seems to keep progressing very, very slowly, but it's still progressing. At the same time, I have not accepted the fact that I turned 40 years old in a week or two. I don't want to say age is just a number because I've been lifting for 12 years, basically every week, only taking a couple weeks off a year, and that has definitely taken its toll on my body. So I think I need just more recovery time. I'm also drug free, so I don't take creatine even. I don't take anything. I take magnesium and CBD oil and a vitamin. But it is definitely, it's wearing on me a little bit. And I've definitely come to grips with that, but I'm not going to let it stop me, and I'm not going to let it become an excuse. So anyways, on to last week's lifting from front to back, start to finish. Ready? Here we go.